just fined Southwest Airlines $140 million for last year's holiday travel debacle. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg joins me now for the latest. Secretary, thank you so much for being here. What violations was Southwest guilty of that they now have to pay the price for?
Well, thanks for having me on. A year ago, Southwest left hundreds of thousands of passengers stranded. About 2 million passengers overall were affected by a meltdown that took place after a winter storm. And for the last year, we have been looking over their shoulder to see if they are properly compensating passengers, issuing the refunds that they needed to, and investigating for violations that took place along the way. Some of the violations that we found included failure to have adequate customer service. You couldn't get somebody on the phone, sometimes for hours, and this is after you've been stranded. And so countless passengers were in that situation where they couldn't even find out when the next flight was going to be. There were also a lot of violations related to people getting information about their own flight, not getting notified that your flight was canceled, even if it was canceled before you left home and went to the airport, which obviously would have saved a lot of trouble and a lot of expense. So as part of this penalty, $140 million in value, we're requiring that Southwest pay a $35 million fine. We thought that level was very important to send a signal to industry. But another thing that's important to us is that most of the value of this penalty isn't going to the Treasury, it's going to passengers. And that includes a forward-looking element. For the next 3 years.
Now, the Wall Street, let me just stop you there if I can, Secretary, because according to the Wall Street Journal, it says $35 million payment goes directly to the government. I'm just wondering what part of the government does that go to, and what will it be used for?
So, like any time there's a fine, that goes right to the Treasury. But again, we also thought, and we think it really is important to have that cash penalty because that's something that really can be very powerful in shaping corporate behavior. But the majority of this will go to passengers. So what will happen is for the next 3 years, if there's a major delay or cancellation that's controllable by the airline, not only do they have to do all the things we already enforce, like pick up the cost of your meals or hotel or rebooking, that kind of thing, but also have to provide a $75 credit, up to $90 million over the next 3 years.
Well, I'm sure a lot of other companies are watching. I just want to switch gears, if I can, Secretary, to your EV goals, to the goals for electric vehicles in the United States, because it seems more and more like car dealerships can't sell them. We had a friend who just tried to have his dealers were trying to sell him an EV truck, a Ford 150 EV, for $10,000 because he wanted to clear the lot of it. And car makers are losing a lot of money. Ford is losing $36,000 per vehicle. How do you convince, one, the customers to buy them, and two, the car makers to continue to churn them out when they're losing money on every one they sell?
Well, first of all, if you know somebody who's selling a new Ford F-150 electric for $10,000, please give me their number.
I'll give it to you. I'd be happy to.
That's something I'd love to know.
Jeff Sika, who's right here, will tell you.
We had, but yeah, please do. There's about $1 million a million EVs sale. That was a new record, and the share of EVs has about tripled. But there's going to be year-to-year fluctuations, right? A year ago, they couldn't stock them fast enough. Now we're seeing more of those ups and downs in demand. What we're shooting for is
that's because one reason is because the price of gas is going way down, and of course people are less interested in electrics when gas goes down, right?
Yeah, but again, the share of EVs has been dramatically increasing every single year, and that's continuing. Now, our goal is by the end of this decade to be about half and half. We think that can and will happen, but what isn't guaranteed is, first of all, is that EV revolution going to continue to be made in America? During the Trump administration, China really built a major advantage on EVs. But as somebody who comes from the industrial Midwest, sees how the auto industry creates so much by way of livelihoods, where I come from and really around the country, I'm much more excited about the jobs being created on U.S. soil. And that doesn't just happen. We got to make sure that the U.S. leads the way as this technology changes. Right. I don't know a lot of people who think that Americans in 2050 are still going to be driving that old technology, that combustion technology that we inherited from the 20th century.
Americans
but the big
like
question is, well, no, you're not going to meet a lot of people who ever go back after they've gone electric, and I think that really tells you something, right? That shows you that the lower maintenance, the fact that it costs less to maintain.
All right.
The
Secretary,
fact that
I'm
they
so
break down less
sorry.
frequency, and the cost
We have-
savings that you get by not having to buy gas or
Right.
diesel are, I think, why you almost never meet somebody who has an EV who
All
says,
right.
you know, I want to go back
Secretary,
to the
I'm
old
so sorry,
technology
but
and
we
keep
have
that old
literally
technology."
run out of time. But we thank you so much. And as always, I always say this, thank you so much for your military service. We appreciate what you did. Appreciate you being here, sir. Thank you.